Something really weird regardless of whatever your political affiliation is. So you know how there's this been whole like, please, President Trump, just go ahead and finally release the Epstein files so we can know what's going on. Well, he hasn't released them, but he did take the time to release all of the FBI investigation files into Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And the question is wait a minute, were those the files we were asking for? No, why don't you release the ones we are? Now, obviously, there seems to be like a distraction here, but follow me. I think that there's a much kind of worse reason for this, and it has to do with how poorly he thinks of his MAGA voters. What I mean is not only was he like making fun of them and basically calling them dumb if they were still interested in Epstein, at least that's what he was saying in his Truth Social post, but I think he really believes that MAGA voters are hardcore racist. I'm not saying that if you are a MAGA voter, you are a racist. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. What I'm saying is that he believes that you are, and he's trying to use what he believes is your racism, if you are a MAGA supporter, against you in two ways. One, he's thinking that, oh yeah, go get the black guy. That if you're a MAGA voter and you've been kind of annoyed about the Epstein thing, you're like, well, at least we're getting this other guy, and I'm glad to see it, right? Down with MLK. I was always suspicious about him anyways. But also, I think it's even kind of worse than that. He thinks that MAGA voters at the end of the day are utterly obsessed with basically just white grievance, that they feel like black people are getting free passes all the time. It's all affirmative action. It's all wokeism, and that people are going after white people unfairly. So what does Trump get to do now? He gets to say, look, I'm releasing these files. Oh, MLK did these things, but no one's coming after him. They're coming after Epstein, the white guy, and me, poor innocent me. I'm just associated with him. So look at the media coming after us. I bet it's because everyone just really hates white people, and it's all these unfair things that are happening to white people. Why aren't they going after Martin Luther King instead like they should? So really, the worst thing about all of this, in addition to that fact, is we're not receiving information about one of the most atrocious people who has done horrible, horrible things. And as a result, Donald Trump, in protecting himself and his potential connections to this, ends up protecting this awful dead man's reputation and anyone who might be connected to him, that we should honestly know if there's a legitimate connection between Epstein and anybody else we might be voting for or is in public life. These are things we should know. And then top it off with, instead of providing us that information and then ends up protecting all of these awful people as a result, he's using a civil rights icon as the distraction, trying to drag him into the mud in the hopes that you're going to go, yeah, you go ahead and get MLK. I'm not going to worry about Epstein anymore.